White House feed anytime.
Gilda, I was so delighted to find out that you and Gene wanted to do a junket for Haunted Honeymoon because I haven't seen, I saw Gene during The Woman in Red, but I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, not since your marriage.
Really?
And that was, what was the date of the marriage?
We were married September 18th, but 2 years ago now,
Yeah.
almost. Yeah, it'll be 2 years this coming September.
Yes.
Wasn't I on the junket for Woman in Red?
I didn't see you.
Oh, I was here.
Were you there?
I was here, I swear.
No, I did it in Atlanta or someplace.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He flew to Atlanta. I was here in
Yes.
New York. That's
yes.
right. Okay.
No, you weren't there, Gilda.
Okay. All right.
Because Gene and I talked about it. Anyway, here we are, Haunted Honeymoon. And as I sat there enjoying the show last night, I thought, now I wonder, or at least I hope, that this movie wasn't inspired by your own honeymoon.
Oh, no. It happened to, well, Gene had the idea for Haunted Honeymoon long before he knew me, but his decision to actually start to rework it as a movie came right before we got married. And he was working on it already during the honeymoon. But I must tell you that our honeymoon involved the press junket in Europe for The Woman in Red. So we were still selling The Woman in Red while the ideas, the seeds of Haunted Honeymoon were coming, and we were having our honeymoon. So it's always that combination of work and life.
The character that he plays, that Gene plays, Larry, is a fellow about to get married. He has tremendous anxiety about it. Now, did he have anxiety about getting married?
I think Gene had a lot of anxiety about getting married for a lot of years before we got married. But once he made the decision, he was sure. Then I started to have anxiety about getting married. So I'd been the one pushing to get married, and he didn't know what to do. And then when actually he made the decision, then I got nervous. But I think everyone goes through that.
Do you have any other fears that are hard for you to control?
Oh, I can make up things all the time. I have the most vivid imagination for fears and neuroses and making up stuff. My daily, real life is so filled with those things that when I dream, I never have nightmares. I dream mundane, everyday things like that I go to the dry cleaner and pick up, a skirt and a blouse, or I get the carton of milk. Those are my dreams. And in the day, I make up that a dragon came and got on the back of my car, or that a bear came and ate our dog or something. That's what's crazy about me. So, but I've got to change. I've got to get those things into my nightmares and out of my life.
Have you ever gone to an analyst or anybody?
Oh yeah, sure. I believe that like anything, that your mind and what it does and is just like you take care of your teeth or your hair or your clothes, you have to take care of that too. And I think keeping an open dialogue about your mind to your spouse, to a trained professional, to friends, is very important in keeping your mind fit. Because sometimes when it gets in there all by itself, it can do all kinds of funny things.
As I looked at Dom DeLuise and Kate,
Yes.
and especially that wonderful ball in the jack scene that you all do, I wondered if maybe you didn't have to do 3 times as many takes as ordinarily, because how could you keep a straight face with him?
Well, that's the thing, Dom. That's always true with Dom. I think a wonderful thing about Haunted Honeymoon is that there's a great love between Dom and Gene and myself. For him to be our Aunt Kate was just as natural as anything. To put your arms around Dom and to love him, and to put your arms around Gene and to love him is so easy, so natural. And doing that dance number with him was so much fun because Dom and I were both loving the vaudevillian aspects of it, the burlesque of it, and enjoying. How often do Dom and I get to be in a dance number? So it was just fun. And the first couple times you laugh, but then we got into it, that we were dancers. So.
When Gene directs a scene like that, at some point, if it just gets too crazy, does he say, "Okay, everybody, lighten up, settle down"? Does he do that?
Well, our actually, it would only get out of hand because either Dom's hair would fall off. We had to watch that usually, or his foot would get tangled in my train on my dress. That's the usual thing that would happen. Or we'd have to get a fan out because both of us were sweating so much, like a little hand fan, and dry us off. But it didn't get too raucous. We saved that for the screen.
That kind of thing then was so different from Saturday Night Live, I guess, where the things, I still don't know how you people cranked one of those out every week.
Yeah, one chance we'd have to do it right. That's the glory of movies, because on Saturday Night Live, it was like, this is the only time, and this is for history, and that kind of energy, and that, it was opening night every minute. But movies, you have time to refine, to do it better, for the director to have a series of choices to pick from. It's really a luxury.
Yeah. Are you glad Saturday night is behind you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't regret it in any way. I'll never have a platform like that again that was so fertile and so able. I was so much able to be versatile, and but the actual job itself, it put about 7 years on for every 1 year, and it was time to move on.
Or else hire around-the-clock analysts, huh?
I guess so, yeah.
Gilda, wonderful to see you.
Thanks, Bob.
Enjoyed the film. Hope it does well for you all.
Thank you.
And take care of those anxieties.
I will.
That was neat.
It's about how did this end up being about my anxieties?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to do the pickups? I have to move the chair.
Yes, whatever you have to do.
Pick up and then move the chair.
And I'll help
You
you through
look
this.
so marvelous in this film.
Oh, thank you very much.
And the flying scenes are just
Oh,
great.
good. Oh, I love doing that.
Yeah, I wish
there.
they'd given us a little clip on that because.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, cut me as wide as you can, like this if you can. I don't need you to move, really. I'm just so used to.
But I'll help you.
Oh, you don't need.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
I'll sit here.
All right, whenever you're ready.
A little more, look off a little more to your right. That's it, like that. And John?
You're all set.
Yeah. One. We're ready.
You've got speed, we're doing it.
Oh, all right. Okay. Was Haunted Honeymoon inspired by your own honeymoon in any way? Where did you go on your own honeymoon? The scenes you do with Dom DeLuise's Aunt Kate, it must have required about 3 times more takes than usual. You must just break up all the time when you work with Dom DeLuise, don't you? Are there any things that you especially fear? When you and Gene were getting married, did he have the same sort of anxieties he has as Larry does in this movie? Looking back on Saturday Night Live, any regrets? Are you glad it's over? And now just reactions.
Wasn't that funny?
Okay. Thank
That was
you.